Awesome, it's Bridget with Chicken and Nugget. So today we are going to be doing some fun margarita style stuff. Um, One of my friends is a really hard worker and she does so much for so many people that I just kind of want to give her a little love prize and thank her for just being so awesome. So I figured I'd build her a little at-home margarita kit. And one of the things that I wanted to make her was some margarita mix and then also her own kind of salt rimmed blend. So, you know, when people like to salt the rim of their glass for margaritas, I wanted to do something like that for her. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the margarita mix itself. And this is a really great recipe. I used this recipe for craft sodas that I made for Andy's birthday a few weeks ago, and it's just super simple. I've doubled the recipe, so it's gonna make a decent amount of margarita mix, which, you know, it keeps in the refrigerator, so why not? So in my sauce pot, I have 2 cups of sugar, and then I'm gonna add 3 cups of water. So I'm going to start with my 2-cup measure because that's as big as I've got right now. And I'll go grab another cup of water. So I'll be right back. All right, so I've got 3 total cups of water to my 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on and get it going. Now I want my sugar to start to dissolve, so I'm just going to help it along a little bit by stirring and just keeping an eye on it. And again, this is a super easy recipe. It's just a simple syrup recipe, but I'm gonna add it, I'm gonna make it really flavorful by adding some lemon and a lot of lime, just to make it really kind of have that margarita sort of punch to it. All right, so we're gonna keep an eye on that, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to kind of get my lemons and my limes going, and I'm going to juice 6 limes and 2 lemons, so that way I have a lot of really delicious, flavorful, fresh juice that I can add to this simple syrup recipe and really make that margarita mix kind of come to life. So I just want to make sure that I've got everything I need sort of going at the same time. And you can do this sort of individually if you just really want to kind of focus on the simple syrup and getting that done. I'm just kind of really close to everything right now, so I figured I might as well take advantage of that so I can keep an eye on my syrup recipe and get my limes juiced and my lemons juiced and really kind of just keep it going. So I'm just going to work on this right now. Catch up with you guys in a minute. I'm back. I got my arm workout in, I got my juice going, I've got my lemons and limes done, they're out of the way, and my sauce, my simple syrup is kind of starting to really work now. I can see it's starting to get ready to boil, which is actually perfect. So what I did is I made sure that all my sugar was dissolved, just stirring every once in a while to make sure nothing was sticking to the bottom of my pan and burning, because burnt sugar isn't going to taste very delicious in margarita mix. So I've got about 1.5 cups of juice here, which I'm going to hold on to and just set to the side. Really beautiful. And it smells so good. So I'm going to bring my syrup to a boil, and I'm going to reduce it down by a little bit. I'm going to let it simmer for about 10 minutes. So once it comes to a boil, then I can let it simmer for 10 minutes. And while that is working, I'm going to go ahead and make our salt. I'm going to do this really beautiful hibiscus salt because I feel like it's just going to have this great color, it's going to have a great flavor, and it's just going to be really interesting and unique. So we're going to bring this up to a boil real quick. While it's simmering, we'll work on the salt. So we'll just get this going here. And it's going pretty well, kind of coming together nicely. Turn it up a little bit just to kind of crank up that heat. And then we can turn it down in a couple minutes. So this simple syrup recipe is a great base. I've used it before, like I said, when I made craft sodas for Andy's birthday party. I did, let's see, what did we do? We did raspberry, I did ginger, and I did lemon basil, which was really yummy. They were all three really tasty and delicious. But this is going to go in a different route, and it's going to turn into a delicious margarita mix. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to kind of put this all together and make this beautiful basket. So, all right, so I've got my sauce going to a boil, which is what I need it to do. I'm just going to turn down my heat and just let it kind of simmer for about 10 minutes. So while I'm doing this, while it's simmering away, I'm going to go ahead and get my salt rim concoction started. So I've got this packet of hibiscus tea, and it's just a natural tea that I was given a sample of or something, but I thought it would be a really beautiful way to make a salt rim. So I'm just going to open that up. Oh, I should have saved those scissors. I need them again. So I'm going to toss this. So hibiscus is this really beautiful flower, and it makes a gorgeous, like, red, pink tea. It's just beautiful, and it's stunning. So what I want to do is I'm going to cut this tea bag open, and I'm going to put it in my mortar and pestle, which is a really nice tool if you have one. If you don't worry about it. You can kind of make this up however you like. You could do this with lemon zest or lime zest, but I just thought this would be really cute and fun and crafty. All right, so I'm going to cut this tea bag open, and I'm just going to empty the contents of this hibiscus tea into my mortar and pestle. I'm just going to really kind of grind it up. And just make it really finely ground. And then that way I can kind of really get that worked in with the salt. And I think it'll be just really cool. But I have this really awesome flaked salt, which is a finishing salt that you would use while you're cooking, and I'll show it to you. It's really gorgeous. Look at this. It's these beautiful, like, giant flakes of salt. So I want to take that and I want to add it to my mortar and pestle as well, and I'm going to grind it down. and turn it into fine salt. Now you can do this in like a food processor if you have it, or like one of those bullets if you have that. This just works really well for me because I can really kind of control this. And I think I'm going to need to add more salt. But this is just a really great way to kind of, give a little extra flourish. But oh my gosh, that's turning into a gorgeous color. That hibiscus is just making this just beautiful. I've got my syrup going. It's just reducing down nicely. Oh my gosh, this is just fabulous. Oh, I wish you guys, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so beautiful. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. And again, you don't have to use this flake salt. You can use just finishing salt or regular table salt, whatever you got. This has a really nice flavor to it, this salt, and it's really beautiful. And I knew that it would come together perfectly. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more salt. Kind of give that a beautiful color. And like I said, you can use lemon zest, lime zest, orange zest would be beautiful. You'd want to kind of slice them, like peel that zest off of the fruit itself, let it kind of dry out a little bit, and then pulse it up in your food processor, or if you got one of those bullets, that's just a great way. Or you can usually buy that kind of pre-made as well, so you can have just this beautiful homemade margarita salt. It's a really nice way to make gifts. Some people don't drink necessarily, but it could make like a really nice gift to make someone. Even if they don't drink, you could make like a mocktail. And flavored salts are really a nice gift just in general. So you don't even have to do this as a margarita kit. You could just do it as a finishing salt or a flavored salt. And that's a nice gift as well. So. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. All right, I think I can add a little bit more salt and make it this really beautiful pink color. I'm going to put these scissors away so I don't hurt myself. Grab a sip of water here. Oh. And the beautiful part is that, you can always add more, but you can't take it out once it's in there. So I suppose I could probably pick these out, but it would just be a lot of extra work. So I'm excited to kind of eyeball it, see where I want it to be and what I want it to look like. This is just going to be beautiful for rimming a glass, having a nice margarita. I don't know about where you guys are, but it's still very warm here in Florida, Central Florida. So margarita on a hot afternoon. Oh, sounds so good. Just refreshing. This beautiful salt. Oh my gosh. You guys look at that color. Oh, it's turning out to be so perfect. I'm very excited about this. Just a little bit more, get that beautiful pink color going, and then I think it'll be good. All right, and my sauce is looking, my simple syrup is looking like it's reducing nicely. So once I'm done here with this salt, yep, there we go, beautiful. All right, that is gorgeous. Just a beautiful pink color. This syrup is ready to go. I'm going to turn my burner off. Very carefully, going to set that to the side. Pull this off, just like that. Gorgeous. Yep, that's going to make a beautiful margarita mix. And I'm going to add in my juice. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. That juice, that lemon and lime juice hitting the heat of the simple syrup. Oh, that's gonna make a delicious margarita. Mmm, yum. All right, so I'm gonna let this kind of cool off to the side so I don't hurt myself. Make sure I don't burn myself. Oops, get on there. There we go. All right, so that's all set there. I'm gonna empty this into a container so you guys can see it, and I'll grab a little plate real quick. Got this beautiful dish. And just this absolutely gorgeous salt for the rim of a margarita glass. So there you have it. That's easy, right? I just did some salt. I did some simple syrup with some lemon and lime juice mixed in, and I'm ready to go. I'm gonna let this cool. I'm gonna put it in a beautiful glass jar. I'm gonna get this in a small little jar to kind of have on hand, and I'll just kind of build a DIY margarita kit to give to my friend because she deserves to know that she's absolutely spectacular. So other than that, probably grab a small bottle of tequila because, you know, that's important. And she'll be ready to rock and roll whenever she needs a refreshing margarita on a hot summer day. So there you have it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you again soon on Chicken and Nugget. Bye.